Hey guys, just doing a quick test of the stream audio. Hope everyone's doing good in chat. We're looking forward to a really exciting event here today at Rock Solid. Should be getting started here in a little bit. Of course, getting its last updates, and we'll see you guys soon.
Hey there, and welcome everybody to Rock Solid Warrior, the Ninja Warriors for Wounded Warriors charity event. We got 4 days of streaming. My name is Ethan Swanson, and I'll be here commentating for you on the speed course. We're going to have two courses going at the same time, two streams, actually, four courses at the same time. So, on the speed course today, we're going to have side by side races for age groups 9 to 11, 11 to 13, and 13 plus. Starting out with the 9 to 11-year-olds on the speed course today. So they're going to run through. We'll see a lot of the course as the day unfolds. And then we also have another stream going at the same time that will be commentated by Mr. Ryan Stratus and Christopher DeGangi. That's the tech course. So we're here in North Carolina at Rock Solid Warrior, their new gym in South Apex. A beautiful location, about 12,000 square feet of new cedar wood trussing, crazy obstacles. I've seen some of the stuff that they're going to have in the qualifiers today, the finals tomorrow, team competition on Sunday, and an All Stars Skills Challenge on Monday, featuring a mega warped wall with varying heights going up to 20 feet, shortened run ups. They got Lachey challenges, grip gauntlets, all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be it's gonna be a lot of ninja this weekend, and starts off today in this stream with the speed course. So welcome everybody. And if you guys haven't been to North Carolina at Rock Solid Warrior, you got to check it out. They've had this is their newest location, opened up this year, but they've been running Ninja in their first location at Fuquay for four or so years at this point. And Caleb Auer is engineer and course designer extraordinaire. I'm really excited to see some of the stuff that he's come up with for this competition. But right now we see two of the staff members just going over some details through the course right by the starting line. They're going to have to go through rules with the 9 to 11-year-old competitors in just a little bit, and then we're going to get our first runs of the day started on the speed course. I believe on the tech course, it might be 11 to 13-year-olds first in the other stream on Ninja Sport Network right now. I believe they're going to be getting their runners started in the next couple minutes here because they've already gone through rules. So I'll give you guys a little tiny course preview here while we're waiting. So right now they're standing right by the starting blocks, and as they run through this first obstacle, then they're going to go through. There's a trapeze bar, and then they got to go through these balance obstacles to get over to. There are trampolines that get them right to the rock wall. So you see some pink, blue, and black holds. Rock wall to get over to. Let's see if we get a better view over here. Yeah, you can see the blue devil steps just with bars. They're like bar steps coming down from the third obstacle to then get to that gray box, some more balance to get back around. It's like a half moon to get to the see on the right side of the screen that parkour box. That is the end of the balance and the start of the next obstacle. So if we switch on over here, it's a little tough to tell, and you'll be able to tell a lot easier once athletes are going through. But you see there's rings and cannonball and some other ninja holds. That is what they're going to be going through suspended in the air to get to the left gray box. Then they turn right back around. And let's see if I can zoom in here and show you guys a little bit. Yeah, so you see the pegs. They're going to go on those pegs and then over to the right onto those silver bars. I'm moving this camera alongside. Then they dismount. After that dismount, then they have on the other side of those silver bars and the pegs, there are some Lachey bars and a fidget spinner, and that is the last obstacle. So then that'll bring them back to the starting line for the next athletes that are running. So on the speed course, athletes are going to get two runs. And I'll have to confirm with Rock Solid on if they're going with the best run or both runs combined count for qualifying for tomorrow. The finals are tomorrow for the competition. So athletes are going to have two runs on the speed course, one run on the technical course, and those combined scores will add up to see who moves on to the finals to compete tomorrow. And right now we see owner Ken Auer standing there, must be looking at their scoring app, Ninja Master. It's a great application used for a lot of Ninja Warrior competitions. UNAA used it at their World Finals event just about a month and a half ago. A lot of competitions use Ninja Master. Makes a lot of things really easy. Analytics for athletes trying to analyze how they did compared to the field on specific obstacles. And it does a really good job of automatically tracking the results of the competition, which you can follow along on Ninja Master for this comp to see how people are doing. Ninja Master. The event is called Ninja Warriors for Wounded Warriors Labor Day Weekend Charity Event. If you find it on Ninja Master, you can follow along and see scores live. We'll be pulling up a leaderboard here periodically to show you where people are standing in the official standings. But if you want to follow along in real time, Ninja Master is the way to go. It's at ninjamasterapp.com. Actually, looks like so we still have to go through rules for the speed course, but it looks like competitors are lined up for the start on the tech course on our other stream on Ninja Sport Network if you want to go check out that action right now. And you can see them in the background actually on the tech course working their way through. A little bit longer of a course, definitely. I mean, called the tech course because it's more technical in the moves, a little more precise movements with their hands. This course that we're going to see on this stream, the speed course, is going to be about who can go through pretty simple obstacles more efficiently, a lot faster. But you see them on these eyeglass obstacles. It's so interesting. Right now, a couple of athletes lined up for the 9 to 11 speed course. I think they're they're interested in watching the older competitors on the tech course run before they get to run the speed course. So I think we're going to get to see some more action on the tech course before we get started on the speed course. And let me know if you guys are watching, if audio levels sound good, if you guys can hear everything, see everything really well, quality's coming through. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. Looks like we got another athlete on the tech course. Looks like the Kangaroo Ninja. Seen him on Instagram doing some pretty impressive stuff, linking his way through the second obstacle. Wow, he looks great right now. And just as a reminder for anybody coming in here, the speed course has not started yet. We do have another stream on Ninja Sport Network that's getting much better angles, much better shots of this young man on the technical course. So we're just kind of seeing him in the background of our shots on this stream. If you guys want to see more of the action, Ryan Stratus and Chris DeGangi are commentating for the Kangaroo Ninja. Well, he's on the last obstacle right now of the technical course. Getting a round of applause from everybody watching, and it looks like we're going to be getting started potentially on the speed course in just a few seconds here. Got Ken Hour talking to our two athletes, 9 to 11-year-olds. They're going through rules right now. Just making sure these athletes know exactly where they got to go, what they can use, what they can't use. But obstacle number one is pretty straightforward. You got those gray boxes, that trapeze, the you can see that balance rail there, the balance I guess 2x6, and pretty much hey, stay off the floor, make your way through it. Just going over the starting rules. Not able to leave the platform until they get the go ahead, the starting line buzzer. So now you see them going to the trampoline. Once they get onto the trampoline, that's a completion of the second obstacle. First obstacle is complete after the trapeze. Second is complete when they hit the trampoline. So they start the third obstacle right here. You see Ken walking them through, climbing up that rock wall. And you can't see it right here, but there's a couple of cones hanging down that lead them to. I'll show you this other side. You can see just at the top of the screen there's like bar steps that lead down to the balance. Now let's see if we get a better angle over here. Gotcha, okay. So he's going through obstacle 3 right now. Onto that third obstacle, dismount, and then into more balance and agility. balance log, a couple of stones, a black box, and then that parkour box, that trapezoidal box, is their landing platform for obstacle number 4. Now, once they get off this obstacle, you'll see right here there's some rings that Ken Auer, owner of Rock Solid Warrior, is pointing to. Some rings, some cannonballs, some ninja holds. Basically, use any of that stuff to get over to the gray landing pad that he's going to point out right here. And now you see him going through these pegs. You can move the pegs. You don't have to. You can launch from the first set of the pegs to the next set of the pegs if you'd like. And I think we'll see these athletes. They might kind of reach out one arm, swing monkey through to reach out and then launch to the other set instead of spending time making a move. But then once you get to the end of the pegs, then you got the silver bars. So what we're seeing here is this is a split course. So where the athlete number 1 will be over by where Ken and the competitors are now. Athlete number 2 will be closer to the screen. You see there's a mirrored image of the course. So there'll be 2 athletes actually running the course at the same time because they have 2 versions of the course, the same exact setup, but just mirrored. So they'll be running right next to each other, head to head. Now he's talking about the last obstacle. There's a fidget spinner there into a ring, then a lache bar, and then we have the finished platforms right in the center of the screen. There's 2 trapezoid parkour boxes. Those are both the finishing platforms for each of the courses. I'm really excited to see this. These head-to-head races. Head-to-head's always super fun to watch. It's just more exciting when you see athletes having to compete against someone directly. Typical ninja competitions have a single course, and you see athletes running that throughout the day, and that's exciting. But the ability to have 2 of them, a replica, right next to each other, that's one of the reasons this facility is so awesome. Is the way they've structured this gym. They can set stuff up like this much easier than any other facility that I've seen. So right now, I think athletes are just looking through the course, getting chalk, making sure they understand all the rules, and getting ready to get started. So I think we're seeing athletes right now walking through the course. So this is course two. I mean, this is the speed course. So the this side of the course is course two. The other side is course one. So right now, this looks like it's Sawyer Allen eyeing up the obstacles, getting an eye, walking through. Guessing that's his dad there with him, coaching him through. All right, hey, we're gonna grab this in this hand. We got to get to this platform. So Sawyer Allen, we're seeing right here, going through his plan. I wonder if he's thinking about taking one of those pegs out or just launching for it. He's eyeing it up. Not sure. And then on the other side, we have Jake Branch walking through with his coaches. Looks like he's asking for some clarification on some rules just to make sure. Gotcha. Now Sawyer here looking through the last obstacle. Let's see. There's Jake. Now they're able to step on landing and starting platforms. So I think he's just kind of reaching, thinking like, can I skip this? Should I go for each of these holds? Where should I reach? What should I do? Talking through this is so much fun watching this part because I've been here very many times. So has every Ninja competitor. Just looking through, you can't touch anything. You have to come up with your game plan ahead of time. And sometimes it doesn't go great. Sometimes the ideas you have in your head don't translate to what happens on the course, but it's really fun watching athletes. You see them eyeing up angles and distances, and we'll see how it works out for Jake and Sawyer here in just a couple minutes when they run the course. And there we see Sawyer thinking about some kind of move. I don't know. They might be looking at obstacle one now with the trapeze swing. Yeah, I think they're checking out. Let's see. We can see from this angle. They're just off screen. I wonder what they're game planning right now. You see them looking at those rock holds on the wall. Which hand should I grab with? When should I match hands? Turn around to go up to those cones. You can't see them. They're behind some of the wood trussing, but there are cones in between the rock wall and the blue bar steps, the bar devil steps that you see on the top left side of the screen. So on this course, they are utilizing the retry system, which means if an athlete fails an obstacle, they must go back to the start of that obstacle and retry it. They get 3 attempts to complete it. Only when they complete it can they move on to the next obstacle. Although this is a speed course, these are all great athletes. I'm sure Jake and Sawyer are no exception to that. So I wouldn't expect that to see many falls here, just how fast they can go through it. And Sawyer's got an Ultimate Ninja Athlete Association shirt on. He's at World Finals repping that shirt. I'm sure he did well. So we'll have to see how he does on this course. So they're going to get 2 runs on this course. After their first run, they're going to get about 5 minutes rest before their second run. And it looks like we are getting ready to go. You see Jake on the left, Sawyer on the right. And they are off, going through. Oh, we see Sawyer had to take a backswing. Jake just going right into it. And they're on the rock wall. Jake is a little bit ahead, but Sawyer using his height to his advantage. Wow, Jake already getting through the second obstacle. And we see Sawyer making his way over onto the balance. Sawyer on the balance. See Jake making his way through that upper body obstacle, getting the dismount. Now we got the pegs. Let's see, is he going to move a peg or is he just going to go for it? Jake going for moving the peg, going a little bit slower, but I mean, he is ahead too. Now we can see in the back Sawyer starting the peg obstacle as Jake is getting off of the obstacle. Starting those sachets and dismount. Wow. Awesome run from Jake. And let's switch over right now. We see
Testing. Hey guys. Testing out the audio here. Sorry about that. Looks like our athletes are getting ready for another round on the speed.
Race number one is done. It's like Jake took the lead pretty early on and held it. Jake's official time was 53.94. Sawyer's was a minute and 11 seconds. Both full clears, so we'll see if they clean it up and both can go faster. Sawyer is thinking about he's going to have to shave off almost 20 seconds to catch up to Jake's first time. And let's take a look at our leaderboard after two runners. Right now, you can see Jake Branch in first and Sawyer Allen in second. Our only two runners in this wave so far. So this will start getting filled out as the day goes on. So right now, athletes are, oh, they're going kind of through their video on the side. I actually can see Sawyer looking at video his dad must have taken, looking through and picking out, hey, we got to do this better, we got to do that better, that was good. I really like what happened here, that dismount, blah, 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 that kind of thing, extra swings. So it's really interesting seeing them get two runs on this course and trying to clean it up. Plus, now they have experience. They know how everything feels. They know exactly what they want to do and what they got to clean up. So, like, pretty immediate, you saw Jacob or excuse me, Jake Branch did not take an extra swing on the trapeze in the first obstacle, and Sawyer did, and that was a big differentiator right away. Looks like our athletes are stepping back up to the starting line. And here we go. Athletes off. Wow, so much faster off the start. You can tell they are blazing fast. Both of them a lot faster than last time. Looks like they are neck and neck, both starting on the cones and getting to the devil steps down at the same exact time. Now let's see, we're switching over to Sawyer Allen on the balance and seeing if there'll be any differentiation here. Both getting started on the upper body section at the same time as well. Uh-oh, we see Jake having to take an extra backswing to get really high up and getting that dismount a little bit earlier than Sawyer. We see Sawyer making his way through. Jake and Sawyer lining up this dismount. Sawyer getting it a little bit faster, just a little bit earlier. Wow, that was so close. Both underneath a minute. I actually don't know who finished. We're going to have to go to Ninja Master and see. It looks like Sawyer beat Jake's initial time and from his first run, but Jake cleaned it up as well, and Jake got 49.42 seconds. Sawyer got 53.16. That was a neck and neck run for the entire thing. Some back and forth. Sawyer pulled ahead at one point. Jake was ahead at one point, but Jake pulled it out in the end with the win against Sawyer Allen. That was super exciting. But we got more where that came from. Those are our only two runners in the first wave for the 9 to 11. And already a really good race right off the bat. And so it should be really exciting to see some of the older kids, 11 to 13, and the 13 plus, some of our heavier hitters coming later, more established athletes with a lot of experience racing against each other, what kind of times they can put up. A minute has already been broken, and I'm willing to bet that we're going to see sub 30-second here. 30, 35, 30 to 35 seconds from some of the pros that we see later. But that is gonna do it for our stream for the first section of today. We're gonna be streaming all day. Two different courses going on at the same time. We have this is the speed course, the tech course going on. You can see in the background some of the athletes getting some playtime on it that competed on the tech course already. Because why not? And and yes, so then we're going to take a break here, and then we will come back for the 11 to 13-year-old speed qualifiers, and we'll see you guys then.